We arrived at the shopping mall parking lot for the night shift. There was a serious problem with the electrical system. Every floor had faults, which had delayed repairs and forced the mall to close early that day. The backup generator was also broken, so we needed to repair it as well. Our goal was to locate all the malfunctions and fix them, leaving no room for mistakes. We parked our car at the entrance of the parking lot and cordoned off the area with tape to keep everyone out. Ethan and I prepared our tool bags, flashlights, and spare parts. At first glance, silence reigned. The emptiness and vastness of the space gave a slight unease, but we focused on our task. We headed to the first floor panels. The cables were old and worn, with some showing clear signs of short circuits. Tracing the problem took time. While Ethan carefully examined the fuses, I tested the old connection points on the wires. The work required long, meticulous effort. Some cable ends were slightly melted, and the insulation was worn off. This caused irregular current flow and short circuits in the panels. Ethan worked carefully to insulate the wires and reconnect them, while I identified suitable connection points and performed voltage tests. The prolonged work only increased our tension. As we checked each connection, the rubbing of metal and plastic, along with occasional clicks, echoed around. Combined with the silence, these sounds felt more threatening than usual. Ethan and I exchanged glances. We were both subtly on edge, but we continued our work. Inspecting each panel took time. Just as we were about to identify the issue and start repairing it, a car's headlights suddenly lit up in the distance. The sudden movement startled us both. "Probably an employee leaving," Ethan said. The vehicle moved away shortly after. We refocused and completed the work, preparing to move to the other floor. This time, we used the stairs. We didn't want to start the car as it could pose a safety risk. Walking slowly, the whistling wind, metal creaks, and darkness surrounded us. We shone our flashlights ahead. Every step made the shadows and depth feel more unsettling. We began checking the panels on the lower floor. The complexity of the cables, combined with new faults emerging, made the work even longer. Ethan replaced wires at certain points, while I tightened screws on old panels. Every click and metal noise increased our tension. While inspecting panels and cables, we gradually heard footsteps. "It's probably a worker," we told each other. Then, suddenly, a car's headlights turned on in the far corner. The vehicle stayed still, its light fixed on us, slightly unnerving. The headlights blinked rhythmically after a while. We flinched lightly, wanting to finish quickly and move on. The tension grew, and we constantly glanced around as we worked. The flashlight beams combined with the flickering lights made the shadows appear to move. When we completed the work on this floor, the headlights were still on, and the car began moving slowly. It came toward us. As it passed, we tried to see if anyone was inside, but we couldn't. Our eyes scanned the interior, but the cabin was empty, or at least, it seemed so. Our hearts raced, curiosity and fear intertwined. We had to quickly proceed to the last lower floor. We took the stairs again to reach the last floor. Metal whines, whisper-like wind sounds, and echoing footsteps followed us as we descended. Suddenly, car alarms went off. We couldn't figure out what was happening. Ethan and I exchanged tense glances, trying to convince ourselves the noise came from above. The last floor appeared empty. There were no vehicles. We focused our attention and began troubleshooting the electrical system. Each corner required care. One wrong move could have disrupted the other sections of the parking lot. The play of shadows and lights occupied our minds, but we stayed concentrated. While working, headlights suddenly appeared in a distant corner. We were shocked and uneasy, knowing there couldn't be a car there. When we first arrived, the floor had been completely empty. Since it was far away, we wondered if we had missed it, yet we hurriedly continued fixing the system. After finishing, we started gathering our tools. A car's headlights turned on closer behind us. This time, it was impossible. There couldn't be a vehicle there. We grabbed our things and ran. 2 cars seemed to follow us. Out of fear, we threw items and sprinted as fast as possible, but the lights and sounds abruptly stopped. Upon reaching the upper floor, all vehicles' headlights were flashing, and alarms blared loudly, heightening our fear. We quickly returned to our car's floor and got inside. We caught our breath, still silent. Fear lingered, tension unresolved. Suddenly, our car's headlights started flickering, and the alarms blared, breaking the silence. It was extremely unsettling. We tried to open the doors to exit, but they wouldn't budge. After enduring the sounds for a while, everything went silent. The headlights finally went out. We couldn't wait any longer and had to leave. I slowly started the car and drove toward the exit. We proceeded silently, not forgetting the dark and deep corners of the parking lot. Ethan and I didn't speak, focusing only on getting away from the mall. The parking lot was behind us, but the experience remained etched in our memory. The headlights and alarms were fully functional. We never understood what had happened,